Here we have another week, another step closer to WrestleMania, another week where Dean Ambrose shines and Roman Reigns is missing in action. I'll ask this question once again. Am I the only one confused about who's main eventing WrestleMania here? Because I continually watch Monday Night Raw and I see a star, but it's not the star that people would love for you to believe that WWE intends to be the next top guy. The one that I'm seeing on TV is Dean Ambrose. And I guess in my mind, I'm trying to picture what WWE is going to do from this point going forward, because what they've done is provided the audience with an alternative in the form of Dean Ambrose. And I have to say, Dean Ambrose at the end of Monday Night Raw had the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. It was a good look. It was a good look.
Well, I mean, personally, I've really enjoyed Dean Ambrose being the guy that's been the focus these last couple weeks. And for more than just the fact that it's, wow, a guy I've really always liked, getting an opportunity that he hasn't previously gotten, at least in a good way. He's been in the main event scenario before, just was kind of placed there rather than actually seeming like he has something to fight for and actually getting built up in a solid way. And that's been what's been happening this time. So for me, I love seeing Dean Ambrose in this situation, and these last two Raws have made me like him even more and make me forget that Reigns is even in the main event at WrestleMania and make me care about his journey less. Now I want to see Ambrose, get that title more. I do. I want to see
What
him
was that?
overcome.
Were you the one that posted something on Twitter referring to Roman Reigns? It said something like "out of sight, out of mind." Like
Absolutely.
That's what it is for me. And this is not a situation where it's like a bias against Roman Reigns, because hell, I don't have to tell you guys. You've seen the receipts. Like, I went crazy over Roman Reigns beating the hell out of Triple H, went crazy for Roman Reigns winning the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. This is not a situation where it's like I'm biased against Roman Reigns or biased in favor of Dean Ambrose. Hell, if anything, it would be the opposite. But basically what I'm trying to say is that I don't have any stakes in rooting against Roman Reigns, but the way in which the story has been told on TV, WWE has made it okay for me to forget about Roman Reigns. Out of sight, out of mind. And now I'm wondering, going into Roadblock, are they aware of what's happening? Are they aware of what they have done with providing an alternative in the form of Dean Ambrose? And do they know that if they plan on Roman Reigns interfering in that match between Triple H and Dean Ambrose, the shit's not going to work? It's not going to work. Like, I'm hoping that's not the plan.
And that's where I was going with this, is they've essentially put themselves in a corner now where Roman Reigns does decide to show up again. It's probably going to be this Saturday at Roadblock, at the show where Dean Ambrose is supposedly going to be the headliner against Triple H. That is not a smart idea if you're trying to still have Roman Reigns be the face of the company going forward. You can't have both egos in Ambrose and Roman Reigns just be involved in the same particular scene. I don't think that's going to go well for Roman Reigns. And the fact that he's missed 2 weeks now? Yeah, 2 weeks of Monday Night Raw. I don't know. I almost feel like they're kind of protecting him from the smarky crowds, if you will. I don't know if that may be the case or if this surgery that he had is real. I don't know what seems to be the excuse at this point.
I've heard that the surgery, like, they basically worked it into the storyline conveniently, but I've heard that it was a legit surgery. But still, look at John Cena. That dude was like Mr. fucking Potato Head. His nose was where his ear should have been, and he was still on Tough Enough, and he was on Monday Night Raw. So just simply saying Roman Reigns is injured, that's not enough for me.
Yeah,
That's not enough for me.
It doesn't make any sense. Like, you could at least have the guy be via satellite or something, but there's been no sign of him for the last 2 weeks, and you have 3 weeks left to build WrestleMania. The key match is that championship match, other than Shane McMahon against The Undertaker. How in the possible hell do you mean to tell me that Roman Reigns, when he comes back, he's not going to be booed, or that, he's the legitimate star heading into WrestleMania? Because at this point, I don't think he is.
Yeah, like I asked the question: is WWE are they aware of what's going on? Because we have a comment from Damian Clark in the chat saying that of course they're aware. They are so cocky that they think that just because the fans love Ambrose, that love will transfer to Reigns when he comes in to save his brother. How long does it take all of us to read that and say that's bullshit?
It is bullshit.
Like, I'm not saying Damian Clark, I'm not saying you're bullshit. I'm just saying, like, I understand that you're attempting to get into the mind of WWE creative. And I said this before. It's a dangerous place to be. Dangerous. So I applaud you for your courage. I'm saying that logic, them coming to that conclusion, that just blows my mind, the fact that they think that that's going to work. You keep Roman Reigns off TV, provide the fans with an alternative that they actually like. And somehow, some way, Reigns looks like a damn bum. Dean Ambrose looks like a star, but the bum comes out to save the star, and then the bum becomes a star? What?
Yeah, and it's weird, too, because I feel like in WWE's mindset, Ambrose is much more the bum than Reigns. You know, they see Reigns as the big deal. So what's weird to me is that they've not only shown us that there's an alternative, but they've shown us that the alternative is a hell of a lot better. That's the scariest part, because I, like you, Jay, am also a fan of Roman Reigns, and I have wanted to see him get his quote-unquote WrestleMania moment. But at this point in time, he's won the championship twice, and Dean Ambrose has won the championship 0 times. I want to see Dean Ambrose get his moment now.
Yeah. Tough. This is tough. I can't believe that they don't know what's going on. I can't.
It also doesn't help the fact that this main event is not that appealing to begin with. So take that into consideration with the fact that they have to promote it, and they're not even doing that right. I don't know, guys. I think that at WrestleMania, we're going to see the conclusion of Roman Reigns, whether it's a bad conclusion or a good conclusion. I think we're going to get the official fate of Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, because this has to be the point where this all stops. They can't. This is going on for 2 years now. They can't continue this with Roman Reigns after WrestleMania. I'm sorry, but they can't.